With creepy season right around the corner, I thought it'd be a good idea to talk about one of the games that involves one of my favorite boneheads in the gaming culture. Literal bonehead, no offense. Shout out to Daniel Fortescue, the protagonist of MediEvil. I played the remake that was released in 2019. The original game dropped in 1998 on the PlayStation 1. As a kid, I remember playing a legendary demo disc that had this game, Metal Gear Solid, Bust a Move, Wild 9, probably some games that the kids don't even know about, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have them playing throughout the video. But anyways, I played through a remake of this game, and I gotta say that it's one of my favorite remakes, and I'm gonna tell y'all a few reasons why. The first reason why, the game has an iconic presence in the history of this culture. In the magazines, you just remember seeing, I call him Danny, you just see pictures of Danny, you know, the jawless face. Sometimes it's upturned, it looks like a smirk. Then you have the commercials, the Halloween feeling of the game, like the Nightmare Before Christmas. It has those Nightmare Before Christmas vibes. And the music, the way how the narrator speaks, the way our hero, whenever he talks in this muffled voice because the voice actor had a bucket over his head and he was talking with his lips and teeth clenched at the same time. And it was one of the first 3D action games because, you know, we're coming from 2D, whether you're a side scroller, beat 'em up, a platformer. So this is everybody taking their shot at 3D. You talking Super 64 Mario. Even, of course, you got Link running through in Zelda. And you got all of these 3D games coming out of nowhere. The fighting games, the platforming games, Crash Bandicoot. And then we got this game right here that choose to have a bit of platforming, a bit of action, a bit of puzzle solving, all of it blend together in one package. And even some welcome new additions to the game make the game more convenient. For instance, back in the old game, you had to press the start button and go into the menus to change your weapons. Now you can make it to where you could quickly switch between at least 2 of your items while you're in the game without having to go back and forth through the pause menu. The third reason why this is one of my favorite remakes is because it still maintains the vintage spirit with its playstyle and mechanics. They didn't overhaul it. This game is not finna turn into Devil May Cry. It's not finna turn into Uncharted. It's still got that good old spirit that the PS1 had. It's just much more beautiful. And when you fight with Danny, you press square repeatedly. He just swings his blade wildly. He still has his own style of fighting. This was not a pure-blooded action game. This game was a balance of action, platforming, a narrative story, and going on an adventure at the same time. So they made sure to balance that out. It still keeps its pace in such a way that you will always find something new as you progress through the game. The game doesn't feel repetitive or tedious while you're going through it because they keep it fresh with the things that you do throughout each of these levels. Still, we have levels. They didn't try to transform it into an open world. It didn't turn into a segmented world. We have levels that you could go back and forth, and you will have to go through them multiple times if you want to complete the game 100%. The fourth reason why this is one of my favorite remakes, this is probably me being biased, but we don't have any TV shows or movies coming out. We just have this game dropping. I don't know if it's out of love or if people just got an itch and it needed to be scratched. But this game doesn't have any ulterior motives for the reason that it's coming out. A pure game through and through. No reason. The game didn't come out last year and they're about to remaster it this year. The game is just dropping. The fifth reason why this is one of my favorite remakes is because if you complete certain conditions of the game, you can unlock the complete original game within this game. This should be a standard in anything that gets remade. Show us where you came from. Show the kids that don't know nothing about this, that could accidentally stumble upon this game, where it came from. That way, we could appreciate the history and we understand that some of these games could be a good marker of showing the progress of the gaming industry. Yeah, man, that's just me. You know, that's my personal take on why this is one of my favorite remakes. I wish any game that was remade from that glitchy, fidgety polygon era of the PS1 could be packaged up like this if possible. I hope devs are finding ways to make it better and better as time goes on, just like we seen with this game progressing from the original version to this 2019 version. That's 20 years. That makes a difference. What's going to happen in the next 20 years? I hope developers are taking notes. These are things that I hope that could help out, contribute to that, especially if some remakes don't go the way that people expected. Yeah, that's Durag, Rico. Catch y'all next video. Make sure you like and subscribe if you liked this video, if you enjoyed this video, if this passion could be felt throughout this screen, or if you got nostalgia attack from watching this. And shout out to everybody. Y'all be safe out there.